Well, hello everyone. Here we are again, looking at another weekend of La Liga fixtures, and here are the predictions for the upcoming weekend. Welcome back to Football Overseas on YouTube, and please feel free, as always, to like, subscribe, and get everybody involved in the channel as a whole. It's a really good channel, as I say, a really good platform to watch your football, particularly your football diet that is craved by everybody. So here we go into a weekend which sees an interesting league table after the last round of matches last weekend. Barcelona actually are human. They've got a team of humans and not robots. They have come up and slipped up against Osasuna this last weekend. So they're 100% proud, 100% record. And joking aside, they've been absolutely excellent this season so far. 25 goals in the bag, in the onion bag, as they say. And they were really looking great. And you can't go through the season without slipping up at some point. And it was Barcelona's turn to have a little blip, we think, last weekend against Osasuna. Congratulations to Osasuna. What a fantastic win and night that must have been for them and their fans. The sort of moments you just live for in football, I think, when you do something like that. Fantastic for them. I won't say it came out of nowhere, but it was an eye-opener. But what a fantastic result. And what the La Liga needed. We just needed to stop the runaway train. We just needed to get other teams having a part to play in the season's headlines. And that's exactly what happened this weekend gone. Perfect for the league. So we go into this weekend ahead of the international break. As usual, all 10 fixtures are across the weekend, and all 10 fixtures have their own individual kickoff time, as Spain is organising their matches this season. So we start on Friday night, Leganés against Valencia. And Leganés are they're just ticking along a little bit, but no, they haven't won now for 6 matches. So they need to get back on track if they can. And I think they will. They have a real chance here against Valencia, who are down there with them in the bottom 3 at the moment. Valencia picking up a few points of late, but they lost again badly last time out at Real Sociedad. So I'm going to go Leganés to take this one narrowly. Leganés 2, Valencia 1. Takes us into Saturday, and the first of the Saturday games is Espanyol against Mallorca. Mallorca really having a good time of it. 3 wins on the trot, and the third of those was a 2-1 win at Valladolid. And Real Betis were winners at home to Espanyol. So Espanyol, who are just above the relegation, but they've had 3 losses on the trot. You don't want that going into an international weekend, having 4 on the bounce, but I think they will, unfortunately. I think Mallorca will keep their good form going and might well spring into the top 4 with a win at Espanyol. So I'm going to go Espanyol 1, Mallorca 3. Next game on Saturday, Getafe against Osasuna. So Osasuna in the warm glow of fantastic 4-2 win against Barcelona. And as I say, it wasn't a cheap win by any means. They had it really control of the match, scoreline wise anyway, throughout the afternoon or evening. So they've got a nice sort of flag to fly when they turn up at Getafe on Saturday afternoon. Getafe just the 1 win, but that was their first win against Deportivo Alaves, which surprised me and messed up that prediction for me. But I think Getafe will find a struggle against Osasuna. Osasuna do need to get that that bounce, that win bounce after such a fantastic performance. So they need to back it up. I think they will. Just Getafe 1, Osasuna 2. Then we have Las Palmas, who are the only team without a win now. So they are the bridesmaids of La Liga this season. They're the ones that need now to perk up a little bit, but they're up against Celta de Vigo, who drew their first match last time out Up to then they've been winning or losing. It's been 3 points or nothing. They drew with Girona at home, so they'll be disappointed probably with only drawing that match. But I think they'll pick up again now. It's a chance against the bottom side to go and do what they need to do and show that they're a team to be battling in that top section. And they need to arrest their slide really, because they had 4 losses, out of the previous 5 before that draw. So they really do need to pick up 3 points and go and have 2 weeks off and think about what they're up to. So I'm going to go Las Palmas 1, Celta de Vigo 3. That brings us on to Real Madrid against Real Vallecano. I think Real Madrid lost to Mallorca, as I say, were on that good run. And Real Vallecano drew with Leganés. So I'm going to take a draw here between these two sides. Real Madrid is second bottom there. They'll be a bit disappointed with that. As Real Vallecano in the middle of the table, but 3 draws on the trot, and I think another D will be in their column on Saturday afternoon, or Saturday evening as it is, the fourth game on, and I think it'll be Real Madrid 2, Real Vallecano 2. Then we have Real Madrid, who will be kicking themselves for letting in a goal very late on, 90+8 I think it was, when Atletico Madrid equalised against them. But that is the risk you take by only having 1 goal in the bank at any stage in any match. And Real Madrid paid the price for not putting the match away, maybe. And they'll be it was a double whammy, wasn't it, of disappointment. Not only did they not pick up the 3 points, when they probably knew that Barcelona had lost 4-2, so what a double whammy when they found out that news, and found they'd only gained 1 point on them when it could have been really nudging their shirt tails. However, there we go. But I think they'll get back on track at home in the Bernabeu on Saturday night. Should be a great atmosphere as always there. Real Madrid 2, Villarreal 1. Although Villarreal did beat Las Palmas last time out, so although they're the bottom side, it was a win for them. And Villarreal, of course, are up in that top 3. So they are 32 goals in their matches. So their matches are entertaining, 4 a game in their matches. So they're entertaining, but I think they will just feel the backlash a little bit of Real Madrid's disappointment in the Madrid derby. Disappointment of not winning the game, of course. So Real Madrid 2, Villarreal 1. My take on that one. That takes us into the final 4 matches on Sunday. And the first of those is Girona against Athletic Club. Girona drawing 1-1 with Celta de Vigo, sorry. And Atletico drawing 1-1 with Sevilla. So both these on the back of draws. Girona will want to start nudging back up towards the top after last season's efforts. But I think Athletic Club are nudging in that top bracket. Drop points for the first time in a while in that draw with Sevilla, having had 3 wins leading up to that one. But I think they're back on track with a W against their name on Sunday lunchtime. Girona 0, Athletic Club 2. 3 to go then, and we've got Deportivo Alaves against Barcelona. Now, can Barcelona get back on track? Well, they're not exactly off track, are they? But can they just put that result on last weekend to one side? I'm sure they can. They've got so much experience in these matters of when you slip up, you need to get back on the bike, as it were, immediately. So I think they will. Deportivo Alaves, as I say, really disappointed me in their defeat at Getafe, giving Getafe their first win. Deportivo Alaves have really slipped away with 3 defeats in 4 and down into 11th place. So not probably with that record, a recent record, that they want to be facing a Barcelona side that have got some stinging after their result last weekend. So I don't think Barcelona are going to slip up twice on the trot. Who knows? But as Deportivo, I'll get that right in a minute. Alaves 1, Barcelona 3. Two left then, and first up, it's of those two, it's up on the Sunday evening game. It's Sevilla against Real Betis. And Sevilla, mid-table, just getting, wins, draws, losses in sort of in a very random sequence. No consistency about their form, really, unfortunately, for the Sevilla fans. And Real Betis, being a little bit more consistent. They're in 8th place. One last time out against Espanyol, beating them 1-0. Sevilla getting a draw against Atleti Club, which was a notable draw, really, for them in that match. I think Sevilla actually will take this game. They need to just start getting some consistency, and if they get this win, it'll be 3 games unbeaten, two of those will win. So I'm going to go Sevilla 2, Real Betis 0. And last, but as I always say, never least, the final match on Sunday night to take us into the international break. It's Real Sociedad against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, of course, will want to... They've had probably one or two many draws for their liking. 4 wins, 4 draws in 8. 4 draws is 8 points dropped. Therefore, almost 3 games lost, equivalent of. So draws look good on the stats sometimes because it keeps everything at the L column. But the points fall off the cliff edge sometimes with draws. And if you have a couple of draws and then don't win, it can go horribly wrong in the wrong direction. However, Atletico Madrid are nowhere near falling off a cliff or anything silly like that. They're unbeaten, only the 2 Madrid teams now are flying the flag for with a unbeaten record so far. So I think they will go to Real Sociedad and take the points to go into a nice relaxing 2 weeks off for them. For some of their players, I'm sure some of them will be international in their international squads. So Real Sociedad 1, Atletico Madrid 3 to finish the La Liga programme this weekend. Will it be as dramatic as last weekend with some eye-opening results that we had? It really did shake up the league, and it's now just got everything going a little bit. Teams now know Barcelona can be beaten. Well, we knew they could be beaten, but somebody needed to do it just to emphasise that point. And we've still got 2 unbeaten sides and 1 team to break their duck. Will any of that happen this weekend? We will find out come Friday night onwards. I hope you all have an excellent 2 weeks break from this. But don't have a 2-week break from the channel. Please come back and visit Football Overseas as often as you can. It will have all the international reviews, previews, and everything you need to know that's going on in the 2 weeks until we meet again, where we will see how the Liga looks. A smile on my face to seeing it now start to liven up. So there we go. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great international break, and I will see you ahead of match week 10. We're getting on with it now, aren't we? That's what we like to see as the evenings get longer. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.